There's something about silence that is terrifying, especially when it's happening in your own body. No symptoms, no pain, just a quiet shift until one day everything changes. And while you're watching the scale drop, feeling proud of every pound lost, your heart could be fighting a battle you never even knew was happening. New research suggests GLP-1 medications might be doing more than helping you lose weight. But the real question is, how much protection are they really giving your heart? Let's talk about what's happening behind the scenes. Hello. Welcome back to Nena on GLP-1. If you're new here, I'm Nena. I've been on this weight loss journey just like you, over 100 pounds down and still going. Let me ask you something we do not talk about often. Do you know the #1 cause of death in women in the United States? I'm waiting for the answer. It's not breast cancer, it's not obesity, it's heart disease. And the scariest part, most of us never see it coming. You do not always get the warning signs, no sirens, no flashing lights, sometimes just silence until it's too late. So when we talk about weight loss transformation, fat loss, or even beginner workouts, we're not just talking about vanity, we're talking about survival. Now, here's where things get really interesting and honestly kind of controversial. Is GLP-1, whether it's Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro, actually protecting your heart? Like in a real science-backed, life-saving way? And if it is, do you still need to do full body workouts? Still need to move your body? Or does the shot do all the heavy lifting? There's a growing body of research showing that GLP-1 receptor agnostics can lower your risk of serious heart issues, not just in people with diabetes, but even in people who are simply overweight. Let's talk about the LEADER trial. Over 9,000 people with type 2 diabetes. They were followed for 4 years. And the ones on liraglutide, a GLP-1 medication, had a 13% lower chance of heart attack, stroke, or death from heart disease. That is not small, that is powerful. Then came the SELECT trial, and this one was major. It focused on people who were overweight or obese but did not have diabetes. They used semaglutide, the same ingredient in Wegovy, and saw a 20% drop in heart-related events. Let me say that again. People who did not even have diabetes, just extra weight, saw a 20% reduced risk of heart attacks and strokes just from being on GLP-1. That is huge. But, and this is important, it's not the whole story. GLP-1 is not magic. It's powerful, but it's not perfect. Yes, it lowers inflammation. Yes, it reduces the buildup of plaque in arteries. Yes, it helps with blood sugar, but it does not replace your daily decisions. Think of GLP-1 like a really smart GPS. It helps you avoid the wrecks, find better routes, make the journey smoother, but you're still the one driving. If you're eating fast foods every day, skipping movement, staying stressed, getting no sleep, that GPS can only do so much. Because here is what your heart still needs from you: movement, blood flow, muscle, oxygen, nutrients, not just fewer pounds. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on was thinking, well, if the scale is down, I must be healthy, right? Wrong. I was lighter, but my resting heart rate was still high. My energy was still low. My stress, sky high. I was losing weight, but not gaining health. Exercise is not about punishing your body. It's about waking up your heart, strengthening it, and protecting it. And you do not need to run a marathon. A simple home workout, even 20 minutes, walking, stretching, light resistance, can change everything, especially beginner workouts. The ones that feel doable, repeatable, real. They help lower blood pressure. They increase good cholesterol, they make your heart more efficient, and they amplify what GLP-1 is already trying to do inside your body. Your heart loves fiber, your heart loves potassium, your heart loves hydration, and it really hates sodium, excess sugar, and trans fat. All the stuff that sneak into ultra-processed foods, even the lower calorie ones. So yes, GLP-1 will help you eat less, but you still need to choose what to eat. Your heart health is not just about how much food you eat, but what kind. High protein meals, leafy greens, heart healthy fats, hydrating foods, all those things your grandma probably told you to eat. She was right. You will not always feel heart disease creeping in, but it can be there, quietly building, even as the weight drops. That is why I say this with love. Let GLP-1 be your partner, not your plan. Your weight loss journey deserves more than just pounds lost. It deserves years added, energy gained, a heart that feels alive. I do not know about you, but I did not come this far just to look smaller. I came to feel strong, live longer, and stay around for the people I love. And that starts with the heart. So I want to hear from you. Since starting GLP-1, have you noticed changes in your heart health? Blood pressure, cholesterol, stamina? Or are you just now starting to think about it? Drop a comment and let us talk about it honestly, because your heart deserves attention too. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If this video gave you something to think about, or maybe even something to feel, make sure to hit that like button and drop a comment below. I read every single one, and if you're on this GLP-1 journey, just know you're not alone. I'll see you in the next video.